Hey guys, today we're going to talk about this lens, which is Viltrox 28mm f4.5. It's a fixed aperture lens and it's a pancake lens. One of the coolest thing that it has is this built-in lens cover, and I kind of find it like a fidgety. Now, it has 7 blade built into it with 5 elements and weight around 60 gram, and it has a starburst effect. The best way I can explain this is under the strong sunlight, you might be able to sometimes get effects like this, as you can see in this star flare coming out, which is one of the unique characteristic of this lens. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this lens. I'm going to start with the cons because they're a lot more than the pros, and by the end of the video it will also make sense for you if this lens is made for you or not. To start with, there is no filter thread on it. You cannot do manual focus with this lens. You cannot put on a lens hood on it. I feel like having a lens hood would help a lot, because not being able to put on a lens hood, sometimes you can get some crazy ugly flare such as this. Thank God I turned it into black and white, did some masking. Now I can look at it, so that's there. But also I'm pretty sure someone out there who probably has this lens and has a 3D printer. If you are that guy, please see if you can make some mount that we can use on this and add some filters or a lens hood. A lens hood would be great addition, truth be told. Now, it being a 4.5 fixed aperture, you cannot go above or under it, which makes it a really hard sell for nighttime photography. But when I'm using this lens, I really don't care much about the quality. Like I do care about the quality, but not in a way like the image has to be really sharp. As long as I get some soft, grainy, sharp image, I'm good. But that also brings me to my next point. The image with this lens is really not sharp. It's sharper than those $50 pancake lens that is built with a disposable camera's lens, but you're not going to be able to get any commercial grade sharp image with this. This is more of your own time, like doing street photography or taking pictures of the family members or taking picture that looks a little bit old without using a vintage camera or lens. It's not going to go all the way vintage, but halfway there. The last cons of this lens, which is the focus breathing. It has some crazy focus breathing when you're trying to get close to subjects or you are in a low light situation. This will act up, but in a daylight or a properly lit up place, you're gonna be fine. And that is all the cons I have from my end using this lens for last 3 months. Now moving on to the pros. To start with, again, the focusing of this lens for the size, it's pretty decent. I put this on my A7 V and I was still fine with it. I gave this lens to my friend to use it for a week. Only complaint he had is the f4.5. Other than the focus for his camera body, which is A7 III, was pretty decent. Okay, I don't have the mic with me, but what do you think of this lens? The lens on your hand, this one.
It's pretty good. It's pretty wide.
What do you think is the biggest problem with this lens?
No matter what.
Okay. Next strength of this lens is the size of it. When I'm outside, I'm always carrying this lens with me because it doesn't take much of the room, and look at the size of it. So you can easily just put this any corner of your bag and you'll be fine. And not just that, you know those Rioche, this is the camera. These cameras are really compact. They have a APS-C body, but putting this on my camera, one of the nicest thing is I can put this directly in my jacket's pocket. At the same time, it feels like an overpowered Ricoh or Rioche, whatever that name. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that properly. That camera body. And they were also nice enough that even with this size, they fitted a USB-C port on it, and they do release firmware every now and then. So honestly, for that, good on you, Viltrox. Like, I wasn't expecting much, but I'm happy. I'm honestly happy. My final strength of this lens is the price tag of itself. You can get this for $100 in Amazon, but in AliExpress you can get this around somewhere like $76, which is a big steal. And truth be told, for the people who are really under budget, this lens makes a lot of sense. Because one thing that I did not talk much about, which is the video section. With this lens, I'm not expecting to do much video, but even Then putting this on my a7 V, the video quality from this is really not that bad. As you can see, these are really not great video, but these are shot with a7 V in flat profile, S-Log 3, and with a little bit of tweaking, you can get color from here to here, which is pretty decent. And honestly, not for commercial, but for your own self, you can get out with some really decent quality videos out of it also. Now lastly, who is this lens is for? Well, if you're doing commercial work, wedding photography, fashion photography, or a professional video business, this lens is definitely not for you. But if you're going out in vacation, going for street photography, or just taking pictures of the moments, random moments, this is absolutely fine. I mean, some of those pictures are gonna even look a little bit retro, which is really popping right now. People love the old look nowadays. People buy expensive camera, get sharp image, and then they turn it into vintage style. So that's a thing, and maybe this will help you to cut down some of the process. So that's that. And honestly, it's just really fun lens to have. For me, every day I go out, whether I'm going for my work, I'm going to meet my friend, or I'm going on somewhere new that I haven't been to take some pictures, or even I'm going for commercial work, I'll just always slide this in my bag because it takes really less space and it's really fun to use. And one of the bad habits that I've been getting is doing this. Like it's inside my pocket and I'm just doing this, which is kind of fun, but definitely I do not recommend anyone to do that because you're gonna lower down the longevity of this lens. Lastly, this person, thank you for commenting in the last video and asking for the video for this lens. Unfortunately, I'm in a position where I don't get a lot of time to make videos, but I do want to make videos. I really wanted to make YouTube videos for last 10 years, but I have anxiety and the social anxiety, which kept me at the bay. But I guess I'm at an age where I don't care anymore. So I'm just gonna do my best making videos for you guys. Give me any suggestion, any critics that you have. I don't care even if it's harsh, because I wanna make good video and I wanna build a community where I'm not just talking in front of the lens. I get to talk to one of you guys also. Plus I do have some plans, like some giveaways, that would be nice. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you somewhere. By the way, one thing I do want to add, this lens is available for almost every major mounts, which is Canon, that's the only problem, which is Sony, Nikon, Fuji, minus Canon. But hopefully it will change. You know, one of the craziest April Fool posts that I've seen from someone is this one. It's from a really great portrait photographer, but for a minute I thought it's real. But who knows? Maybe someday. I'm not sure what next video I'm gonna make, but it can be either two of the lens that I have or how to do DaVinci Resolve. So stay tuned. Drop a comment. If you are having fun, then drop a sub. I'm not gonna push anyone to do so because I'm pretty sure my videos aren't that great yet, but someday it will be. Thank you guys.